up. Let's talk. Let me make sure you guys hear me. Can you guys hear me right now? The 8-9 Carolina Panthers, the Steve Smith, age 89 Carolina Panthers, are in a field goal game with the supposed Super Bowl favorites, highly favored Los Angeles Rams at Bank of America Stadium. And I'll tell you right now, that place is an absolute zoo. It is the Charlotte Zoo right now. That place is nuts. Brother of the show, not friend of the show, brother of the show, Cliff. It's my kid, Christian McCaffrey. No, I'm not going to tell you his name. Thor. His name is Thor. He looks like Thor. And I got my other one over here. I'm doing daddy duty right now. This is what's going down. Okay. First things first. First things first, Reese. The vibes are immaculate right now. They've been immaculate before the game at the Roaring Riot tailgate. Cam Newton and Peggy. Hey, if you guys want me to read the comments or whatever, drop a super chat. Do whatever you got to do. Helps the channel out. Helps me spend money on playoff stuff. Look, my kid's ruining my whole setup. This is my whole makeshift setup right now. It was a crazy vibe before the game at the Roaring Riot tailgate. Cam Newton showed up. He got his starter jacket on. Jonathan Stewart was there. People were losing their absolute gosh darn minds. My kids are losing their minds. People paying $30 US for all my international viewers out there watching right now to be close to Cam Newton, close to greatness, close to the last time this Panther team went to the Super Bowl. And then my friend Cliff, brother of the show, not friend of the show, brother of the show, Cliff was there with his 15-year-old son. Never seen the Panthers really, because last time they were in the playoffs at this level, not this level, the wild card round, but last time they're hosting a playoff game at home, he was 5 years old. He is now 15 years old, and he's a grown-ass man nearly. I think he's going to make Major League Baseball at some point. He took the video. He was so close to Cam Newton. The vibes were amazing. And then that translated, as I thought it would, to Bank of America Stadium. The place was nuts. There's not a single Ram fan. That fan base does not travel because they probably can't afford plane tickets because it's so expensive living in L.A. and the surrounding area. It is an absolute zoo, as I said. As my biggest thing I said in the game preview, if the Rams get themselves up early, whether it's a 7-point lead or in this point, a 14-point lead, I do not want the audience to lose it. I do not want them to lose the momentum. What are people saying right now? Feels great outside. Wish I went to the game. Yeah, me too. I don't want the fans to get out of it. I don't want the fans to lose the vibe if you're down. And they have not lost the vibe. They have been living and dying by every single play. Again, my boy Cliff, he is sitting behind the end zone under Ace Boogie. And you're going to see all the videos. And you're going to watch out. No matter how the game ends, I'm going to do the recap video. No matter what happens, it's going to be positive. If they lose by 30, it's going to be positive because of the season they had. And right now, the fight that this team has right now after that first half, the fans are so fired up. There's nothing more attractive than a night game. Bank of America Stadium, something about the black and the processed blue. It just looks good at night. It looks intimidating at night. We see the Detroit Lions. We see the Detroit Lions bringing out their black helmets and fake processed blue, Hawaiian blue, whatever you want to call it, looks awful. When it's processed blue and black in the stands at nighttime, the best. What else people saying? I'm reading horizontally. Y'all ain't winning that for sure. Okay, get out of the stream then. Not sure why they went for it on fourth down. I don't know. Either way, I will say early on in the game, the Panthers showed that they were rookies. There was 30 guys on this team who have never played in the playoffs before, and it showed. And it looks like the lights were pretty bright when it came to early on, a good chunk of the first quarter, a bit of the second quarter. For example, I'm not just saying about rookies. I'm not saying the rookies. I'm just saying this is a inaugural foray into the playoffs, and it looked like it. Like Jalen Coker, number one, the most blasphemous one. He made out for it enough times with basically stopping on his route, dead cold, stopping in his route, dead cold. The ball gets tipped and then picked. That led to points. Soon after that, Chuba Hubbard, no disrespect, but I've been talking about this since he was drafted. His hands are gosh awful. They're awful. Jonathan Brooks makes that catch. Rico Dowdle makes that catch. As my boy Matt says, his grandma makes that catch. I love Chuba, but if they're going to continuously show him catching the ball with the jugs machine before games, after games, before practice, after practice, catch the ball. He had 10 yards of daylight ahead of him, and no refs were out there calling bogus penalties, saying that it wasn't a backwards pass and it was out of bounds. There's my kid's dog. He could have had that. And even Bryce Young was laughing. He was like, oh, I mean, you just got to smile. You got to smile to keep from crying, basically. And then you had Etienne returning the punt after a great defensive output, hits him in the face. Rams take over, and luckily the defense has been tight. It just led to a field goal. And then at that point, it's almost like Dave Canales and everybody said, enough's enough. It's almost halftime. Get it out of your system. You're in the playoffs. Big whoop. You're in the playoffs. Move on. Let's turn the page. We're better than this. And they showed that in that last offensive drive. Bryce Young has been letting it fly all. He says, go, team, go. What do you say? Well, played well. Close game, but there's. Yeah, sure. I don't know how much time I got left with these kids and their attention span, but it seems like at that moment, Dave Canales and company told everybody, hey, enough's enough. We've made the mistakes. We are killing ourselves right now. The Rams should not be up by this much. It was a 10-point game at one point. And then the offense took control. Just over 2 minutes left to go. Bryce Young airing it out to T-Mac, airing out to Jalen Coker, who made up for that stopping on the route. And then Bryce Young with Ace Boogie, Cam Newton in the house. Everyone fired up like my kid. Switched that number 9, put on the number 1 jersey, and on 3rd down and 10, with 44 seconds left to go in the second quarter, the Rams are picking up the ball to start the second half. Bryce Young tucks that in. I thought he was going to try to cradle the line of scrimmage to try to find someone in the end zone, but then Bryce had a linebacker in front of him, did the old Cam Newton dead leg that he did against the Miami Dolphins, and then just ran up the gut, ran up the A-gap. Bryce Young putting his body on the line, all 5'10", whatever, 190 of him, what he is right now, probably like 185. Soaking wet. Puts his body on the line, goes in head first, gets hit by 3 defenders. He gets back up, celebrates. I really wish he did the Superman symbol and pointed Cam Newton in the box. I don't even knew where Cam Newton was, but he did what I did not think he was going to do, and he tucked that ball in. He showed us athleticism. And as Greg Olsen, Panther great, third leg Greg, saying, in Alabama and all those places, he has played with the brightest of lights in his face. It was a primetime game. This is easily the best primetime game that Bryce has played thus far. That interception was not on him. That was on Jalen Coker quitting on the route. Or a miscommunication, whatever. It was not on Bryce. But Bryce has been solid. He's been accurate down the field. And he's been. I hope now, the second half of the game, they continue to be a game. Right now, it's a field goal game. Rams are ready to accept it. This Panther team just limits the mistakes. You know what's crazy is Cleet Blakeman, or whatever the hell his name is, the referee from Super Bowl 50, is the head ref. He has called 1 penalty on the Panthers. I think he's had 5 against the Rams. Can I have that, please? Watch out. Watch your feet. As long as they continue to play clean football, no more mistakes, no more rookie in the playoff mistakes, I think the Panthers are going to win this game. I think they're going to win this game. See you guys soon. Post game. I'll be here. Don't go anywhere.